Should the feds be able to spy on Americans without a warrant? Seems like a no-brainer, but not here in D.C., where a section of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, which we call FISA, that has had privacy advocates up in arms for nearly a decade, is set to expire at the end of the year. This is Section 702, the infamous 702, and it allows intelligence agencies to collect information and communications about foreigners without a warrant, even when they're talking to Americans. So the identities of Americans swept up in that process can then be revealed through a process called unmasking. We all know it's essentially a backdoor way for intelligence agencies to spy on Americans without a warrant in direct contravention of the Constitution. Lawyers in the Trump administration believe this part of FISA can actually operate through next year, through April of next year, without a congressional reauthorization of the program. But how should Congress deal with this seemingly Orwellian law? Joining me to answer that question, Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie. Full disclosure, we're longtime friends and collaborators. It's a pleasure to have you here. How bad is Section 702, and what is done in its name?
Well, it's horrible. You know, a couple years ago, we were talking about metadata, where the government can track who you called and how long you spoke.
Right.
FISA 702 allows them to collect the content of your email, the content of your conversation with somebody else, all under the guise of stopping terrorism. They go in, they collect massive amounts of data, ostensibly because they've targeted a foreigner in a foreign land. But the problem is there can be Americans swept up in their information into that data.
Isn't it even worse than this, Congressman Massie? Because if they talk to if they listen to a foreigner talking to an American, and then that American talks to an American, they get to listen to that conversation. Yeah. And if one of them talks to another American, they get to listen to that. This can go out to the 6th degree, which, if you do the math, and I know you're very good at math, could encompass nearly everybody in the United States of America.
And we have asked them. We've asked the intelligence community, tell us how much information you collect every day and how many Americans are being swept up. And they can't do it.
Why can't the intelligence community go to a federal judge and present probable cause of evidence of wrongdoing on the part of the target and get a warrant, a good old-fashioned warrant like the Constitution has required since 1791?
Right. This is one of the reasons we fought the Revolutionary War. King George was indiscriminately collecting information on the colonists. But look, Senator Paul and Senator Wyden have introduced a bill in the Senate that would require a warrant. For years, I've been offering an amendment in the appropriations process, and twice it's passed by large margins to require a warrant. We've got a bill in the House that Justin Amash and I have worked on that would require a warrant, and they offered an amendment in Judiciary Committee.
What are the chances that the Congress will actually dial back the long leash that it is given to the intelligence community? Or are they going to come in and scare everybody to death and say there's a terrorist behind every refrigerator, and we got to find them, we don't have time for warrants? Same old dusty, meaningless argument.
There's a third option. This is the one I'm afraid they're going to pursue. Instead of making a big fuss about this, they'll sneak it in on the omnibus bill.
Wow.
And so we stood up in conference yesterday. Many of my colleagues stood up and said, don't dare attach this to the spending bill and try and sneak it in that way.
Or we'll vote against the spending bill.
Or we'll vote against the spending bill.
All right. Well, obviously, I wish you good luck on that. Hang on, Congressman, because last week the House of Representatives passed the Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act, which would allow citizens who have concealed carry license in one state to carry a gun in another state, regardless of that other state's gun laws. Earlier this summer, you introduced a bill that would allow citizens with concealed carry permits in other states to carry them in Washington, D.C. But you voted no on what seems to be the more expansive reciprocity bill. Now, you are a champion of the natural right to self-defense and the right to keep and bear arms. Why did you vote no on this thing?
I'm the chairman of the Second Amendment caucus in the House.
Wait, you're telling me you voted no on a bill that came out of your committee?
Yeah, well, the one that my caucus is very interested in getting passed.
Okay.
Here's the problem. There's another bill. They snuck inside of this. It's a Trojan horse bill. There's a bill in the Senate called Fix NICS, which expands the background check.
NICS is the background check system that the federal government operates.
That's right. And it's the one that Obama abused. He abused that system to put all these Social Security recipients into the NICS database merely because they couldn't do their own finances. Well, Obama also made that rule for veterans. So veterans, merely really, if the doctor checks off the box, can't manage his own finances, now they're deprived of being able to own a firearm.
Wait a minute. A non-government official, not a judge, no trial, could check a box, insert it in this database,
right,
and that would prevent you from ever being able to carry a gun, even if the box checked had nothing whatsoever to do with your ability to carry the gun.
Absolutely, and it's happening every week. I've had employees of the VA calling me.
Who's doing this? Is this the Republican leadership that's doing this?
Well, let me
that claim falsely to be in favor of the right to keep and bear arms?
Let me tell you my objection with the bill that passed. Okay, this problem already exists. It was ongoing. The bill, this Fix NICS bill, they snuck it inside of the reciprocity bill. And what the Fix NICS bill does is it doubles down on an already broken system. Provides more money and more incentives for the VA to do this. We need to fix the problem at the VA.
Will you go to the floor of the House and expose these people for what they're doing to the Constitution?
Oh, I've been exposing them. I'm taking hits from the NRA now. I'm taking friendly fire because I opposed this reciprocity bill because it had this thing that violates the Fourth Amendment in it.
Keep up the fight. Thank you very much, Congressman.